What's up, everyone, and welcome to another midweek chat. I'm your host, Jasmin Bryant, and I am so excited today because we are talking with Evonya Easley from Love E Fashion. She is a stylist extraordinaire. She is a certified personal stylist, a published author. She uses style to empower professionals to accomplish their personal and professional goals. And it's amazing and exciting. And I am so pumped and welcome, Ivania.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to have the conversation with you as well.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's funny. I want everyone to know exactly who you are and what you do, but I'll have to tell you a really quick story
Of course.
because I was actually a little. I was a little nervous getting dressed this morning because it's like it's one thing like when you're talking with a stylist on camera, you definitely want to have your game on A, right? But then when you're talking to your stylist, it's like, well, holy shit, I really need to like not embarrass myself. So like my dress is Lovey approved. The sweater probably not so much, but it's sleeveless, and I don't go sleeveless on camera. But I just
And look, unlike me today,
right, but see, your arms, you've got the good
I
arms.
did I did
So,
lift this morning though. I did weightlifting this
see that
morning.
I can tell. I see those guns working. See them.
No, you're good. I'm so excited for us to work together in August.
Thank you. Me too. Me too. We can really get me on point here. Um, so tell everybody just a little bit about you, what you do, how long you've been in the fashion game, and what got you started and excited to share your fabulousness with the world.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Now, I've been a personal stylist. This is year 14 for me. And this is my full-time job. I work with busy professionals, but I've done everything from film, TV, movies. I work with Disney, VH1. My clients have appeared on all major networks. And I got into it because obviously I love clothes. Hence, we're in my closet.
I know, I love that.
And people like the way I dress, and it was kind of one of those things like, oh, what do you think I should wear? Like, growing up, everybody has that friend that they go and help you with your hair. You got the one with the makeup, you got the one with the clothes. So I was always the clothes girl, no hair, no makeup, just clothes. And I would help family and friends for fun. And but one day somebody offered to pay me, and when they paid me, it planted the seed that well maybe other people will pay me, and maybe this could be a real job, a real business. But my background is I went to school for poli sci. I got a master's in finance. I was an accountant professionally before I transitioned into having my own company. And so I've been doing it ever since. That's the short version. But yes, I've been doing it ever since. I think the biggest thing is making an impact on people. Of course, working in TV and film, it's cool to see your name in the credits and all that kind of stuff. But
Mhm.
I got to see real life how people were affected. Like, oh my God, I never got compliments until I started working with you. I got that job, I got that promotion, I got that date. One of my clients was like, I'm single and I don't want to be single. And now she's happily married. And it wasn't just the style, but the style definitely helped. And my
Yeah.
thing is, style is another tool to access goals, whether that be personal or professional. So a lot of times, we focus on, okay, I got to get my education, I got to get my experience, I got to get these jobs. Style is another tool in your executive tool belt, is what I like to call it. So you have your experience, you have your education, you have your zone of genius that you work in. And sometimes with all of that, especially women, you become mothers, your daughters are dating, siblings, whatever, you forget about yourself. And it's a form of self-care. It's a form of reflection on how you feel about yourself. So when people see you, a lot of times how you dress is how you feel about yourself, what you're showing the world on the outside.
Mhm.
And so sometimes that can work inside out or outside in. For me, I feel confident, so I want to show up that part. And with some of my clients, sometimes they don't feel as confident, but when they put on certain outfits, it helps them to show up and be, the boss and confident woman that they are.
Yeah, no, I love that. And that's one of the things that, I try to help my clients with, right? Because when you're trying to be visible and build your brand, you're on camera or you're doing something where you're out there in
Yeah.
the world, and it can be scary as all get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, especially for women, it's that confidence
Yeah.
portion that keeps us from putting ourselves out there.
Yeah.
And so, like for me, a bold, bright red lip, that will no matter what my mood is, that's going to instantly boost my
Yeah,
confidence. That's going to boost my
exactly.
self-esteem. It's going to boost my mood,
Yes.
all of that. And
And
that's
the
how,
studies show that as well.
yeah.
Show
Oh, we lost
so
Evonya.
yes.
Okay, she's back. We lost you for a second.
Jasmine,
Yeah,
did I
can you hear
lose
me?
you?
Yeah, are you there?
Jazz.
Oh no. Okay, so I see you. Oh, she's gone. Hopefully, Ivania will be back in a second. So we're just going to keep talking while we wait for her to pop back on. Ah, here she
You
is.
froze.
Okay, you're in black.
What is that? Hold on.
Oh no.
You
Okay,
had just froze for a minute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. You had
Okay,
frozen, so then I clicked it, but then it just
weird.
disappeared.
So I can't see you at all, though.
Which is weird because my camera's on.
Yeah, so we're still live. That
Sorry.
is
I don't know
bananas.
what happened.
Huh. Okay. See, guys, this is what happens with live video, live TV. It's all good. And it's one of those things where you just keep it trucking. So we're going to
I don't
figure
know
out.
why all of a sudden I went
Heck,
black though.
I don't know. You're still in black. So let's just see here.
And
Huh.
on my end it says my camera's on.
Weird. Oh, and I see extra camera for you. Let's see what that does. I don't know.
It hasn't done anything. Oh, I'm
Hmm.
so sorry. I
Well,
don't know why the camera just went black.
I don't know. So let's see. So, what we can do, folks, is we are going to,
I
we're just
hate
going to
that.
start over. So, I'm going to, let's end this stream
And
and
try another
then,
one and see.
and
I
click
just really
back
do
in.
not see where it says why the camera's black because it says my
Yeah,
camera's on.
I don't know. It's bananas here. Um,
I think that's what the issue is sometimes with tech.
it
Because
really
why can you
is.
hear me and can't see me?
Yeah. I mean, I can hear you perfectly. It's very bizarre. So anyone who is watching this live or was watching the replay, we're gonna have part two. So just stand by. Oh, wait. All right. So no
I
need
don't
for
know
part
what
two
was
to
going on.
start. Okay.
That was close. I don't know what happened. Like all I did was just keep restarting it until it showed me again. So I don't know.
I don't know.
It's never done that before though.
That is bananas. Tech gremlins. I,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. But you're here now.
Yes. A
I'm
little bit
here.
of technical difficulties. Our apologies.
Yes, but we've got this. And that I mean, but honestly, that's what happens when you're live.
Yes.
And whether it's I mean, I've worked in live television for over 30 years,
Yes.
and we have been knocked off the air
Mhm.
at major national television networks, knocked off the air. We've had fires on set. We've had, I mean, I remember doing a live during my talk show, and one of my anchors set the set on fire. I mean, it just fire department came and everything. I mean, it
Wow.
happens.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah, that's what
move
does.
on.
You're right though. That's what happens when it's recorded live versus a
Mhm.
pre-record where you just go back and edit all the mistakes. Or
Yeah. And you just and so for anyone who is watching who's afraid of going live, it's,
you just got to roll with the
you
punches.
roll with it. And so, I mean, right before you pop back on, I think you may have been out at that point. I was like, well, we'll do part two. We'll just, stop and figure out the tech and come back. But you
Yeah.
came back, so it was all good. But
Yes.
it's what you do. And I imagine it's the same thing when you are, when you're getting your outfits together. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Exactly, exactly. Which is why I do try to tell clients to style prep. That's what, like meal prep, but style prep.
Mhm.
If you know what you have coming up for the week, whether it be like, okay, I have a big meeting, so I got to dress a certain way for that. I have a date, so I got to dress a certain way for that. I'm hanging out with my girls. I got to, so kind of pre plan your outfits, try them on to see if they fit like how you think in your head.
Oh, yeah.
And then now you know, hey, coming up for this week, I know which outfits I'm going to wear. I know my backup outfit just in case the weather changes, I feel bloated, or I change my mind. So if you can prep as much as you can, then why not? instead of scrambling every morning trying to spend maybe 30 minutes of your time trying to figure out what to wear. And then in that case, you end up just grabbing the same 5 to 10 outfits you keep in rotation instead of wearing your whole closet. Statistics say that people only wear 20% of their wardrobe. So what are y'all doing with that 80%?
Collecting dust and wasting space.
Exactly. And it's wasting money because you probably bought those clothes. So you need to
Yeah.
figure out how to incorporate them into your wardrobe or get rid of what no longer is serving you. And so I always say, if it's not serving you any longer, get rid of it.
No, I love that. I'm looking at this bag over here by my desk that is filled with clothes that don't fit, don't look great, and and things that you told me to get rid of. Um, so they're in that bag to go to a shelter. You know,
Exactly. Give it to somebody else who may need it and it may serve them for the purpose in their life at that moment. But I'm a big believer in get rid of things that no longer serve you. And
yeah,
I'm not talking about just clothes, but
yeah.
clothes.
Yes. No, absolutely, absolutely. My closets are starting to look a little thin now. They're looking a little empty.
And
So,
then that's when you build on what is
yeah,
left. And then you can kind of see, like, hey, this is where I'm at in life, and this is how I want to show up. So now that I can see clearly, because I've gotten rid of everything, what I should be shopping for now. Like maybe you have great tops, so you need more bottoms and dresses. Or maybe you have great clothes, and you need to know how to remix them, mix and match
yeah,
them, style them multiple ways. And maybe just need some shoes and accessories to go with it. So,
yeah.
it's just all about figuring out what you need. But the best way to do that, of course, is to clean, organize, and purge.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I want to go back to what you were talking about with the style prepping, because like when I worked in an office, that is one of the things that I did, because I have worked overnights for so long, which means getting up sometime between 10 at night and 1 in the morning.
Hmm.
And you want to sleep as long as you possibly
Yeah,
can. And if it takes you 32 minutes to shower, do your hair, makeup,
yeah,
and put on your clothes and get out the door, then that's how long I'm going to,
yeah,
give myself. And there's no time to figure out, oh, what am I going to wear today? And so, it helps you to be more productive,
yeah,
and when you are a business owner or a coach or a network marketer, whatever it is that you're doing, and you're trying to, make efforts to do more social media, do more blogging, do more email newsletters, and do more in your business, you don't have all this extra time to waste,
yeah.
in the beginning of your day. That's not a money making activity. I mean, for you
Exactly.
it is getting dressed, but for most of us, it's not a money making activity.
Well, see, but me getting dressed is not necessarily generating money because I need to, the same way, I prep what I'm going to wear for the week too. So it saves me time to get out, to get to my clients, to
Yeah,
serve them, or get out to network, or to get out to where I got to go too. Which is why I encourage, I mean, I lead by example. So everything I encourage my clients to do, I do it for myself. I
yeah,
clean, organize, and purge my closet. Like you, I have a giant bag of things in the closet. What I do is, as I see stuff, I start to put it in this bag. And once the bag gets full, that's when I call the people to come and
yeah,
pick it up so they can share it with, whatever charity or organization I'm donating to. But I try
yeah.
to purge as I go because it is time consuming to
Mhm.
go and sit in your closet and just purge, which is why we offer closet services so that we can come in and do it for people. But I encourage people, like, if you see something as you're getting dressed that you know you're not going to wear anymore, it doesn't fit, go ahead and throw it in that bag and just keep. That way you can purge as you go, kind of like a
Yeah,
cleanup as you go. Versus if you wait till the whole house is a mess, it's going to take more time
yeah.
to. Right.
And it's more frustrating that way too,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
It is.
know? Like,
It is.
it feels good, like, to see this bag get full, and when I get my nails done, the place I go now, like, there's, a charity shop that
Oh,
that donates all the proceeds to animal shelters, and I
okay.
love animals. So, I have one bag for the animal shelter shop and one bag for a homeless shelter
Yes.
where it's women in transition.
Yeah.
So, once those bags
That's
get
where all mines
full,
go to
they go.
women. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a place in Atlanta I used to take all of my stuff, was it my
City of
girlfriend's
Refuge?
house? What's that?
Was it City of Refuge?
Mm-mm. I think it was my girlfriend's house, I wanna say is what it's called. Or
Ah,
my
okay.
sister's house.
Okay. Oh, yes, my sister's house. I do remember. Yes, I've
Yeah.
worked with. well as like a volunteer stylist to come in and work with their boutique they have of people clothes
Yeah.
to help the women get dressed
Yeah,
for
I
interviews and
love
stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, I love that place
Yeah.
and what they do.
Yeah.
So they got all of my furniture when I moved to Paris,
That's what's up.
and I would take clothes down there
Yeah.
like once a month, and on my way to work, and just say, "Here you go, lots of
Yeah.
clothes,"
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I always think it's really good to, if you can, donate the clothes that are worth donating that don't need to go in the trash to give
Yeah.
them to somebody because clothes are like the number two polluter of all
Mhm.
that, landfills filled with old clothes and all the
Yeah.
things. So you can recycle them by letting somebody else serve it in their life, then why not?
Absolutely, absolutely. I am all about that mission.
Yeah.
So let me ask you then, when we're talking about, the clothes that no longer serve us, um, what are some of the big mistakes that that women especially make when we're trying to like revamp our style or when we're just shopping? Like what are the biggest things you see?
Yes. First thing is sometimes women shop on emotion. Not saying that men don't, but women tend to, just like they say we might eat off emotion. Sometimes you're in the store and you're shopping because you're sad, because you're happy, because
Mhm.
a trip is coming up. So you feel like you got to get something new versus starting and shopping your closet. So one of the biggest mistakes I tell clients is don't go and buy all the things you see on sale. And people are like, oh my God, what do you mean? My thing is sale stores, that's a psychology maneuver for the stores. They mark stuff on sale. You're going to buy it because it's on sale, but do you need it? So it's really about not buying stuff that's on sale, but only buying stuff on sale that you need. So it's about being very intentional with your shopping. When we go to the grocery store, we're like, oh, I need bread, eggs, meat, blah, blah, blah. When we go to the clothing store, we're just wandering around aimlessly. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to buy that. Oh, it's on sale. Then you get home and you realize I have nothing to wear with it. Now I got to go buy more stuff to go with this sale item that I bought. And it kind of defeats the purpose of the sale versus like, hey, you know what? I know I need gold sandals. I need a pink shirt. I need a yellow skirt, whatever. And you're making a list. And when you go in the store, if you don't see any of those items on the list of stuff you need, you probably don't need to buy it. So it's just about getting more intentional with style and encouraging clients to get more intentional with style. Because unlike Europe and a lot of other countries, we live in excess here in America
Mhm.
where we have a
Yeah.
lot of stuff we don't need, we're not using, we're not wearing, and not just in our wardrobe. So it's just really important to shop with intention. So therefore, you actually do want to wear all the clothes you own. Like I do have a lot of clothes. I'm not a minimalist, but I am a big believer in wearing everything I own. And when I do this whole, like, as I call it, remember the movie Clueless, and she would go in her
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it rotated. So I do the same thing. I don't have a machine that does it, but when I wear stuff, I push it to the back, and I don't wear it again until it makes its way back to the front. So
Oh.
that I call it the dry clean method. Like when you go to a dry cleaner, the same thing. I just
Mhm.
don't have a button that does it. So I literally wear, if I wear this once I've worn, matter of fact, I haven't worn this dress since last year, which is why I brought it back out. Because I was like, oh, I haven't worn this in a minute. Because for the most part, I can get away with not repeating my clothes. But if I do, I'm gonna style it a different way. But just knowing that I don't have to be like, I just want to wear these same 5 to 10 outfits because they're the only ones I feel confident in, the only ones that fit me well. If you only buy clothes that look good on you, that make you feel confident, that fit you well, then no matter what you pick out your closet, it's gonna do that. Versus the same 5 to 10. Everything you own should be stuff that you love, so you don't have to pick favorites between them because they all fit well, they all make you feel confident, and you can always show up in them knowing that I look good.
And I love that because one of the things, and this will shock people who know me because okay, number one, I don't like shopping, right? I used to love it. It used to be a contact sport for me, right? I could shop till I dropped
Yeah.
all day, every
I
day.
always say shopping is my cardio. I do
That
real
was good.
cardio too, but I
Yeah.
mean,
No, but I get it. I get it. But now I hate shopping. I don't know when it started, but I just hate shopping. And so when we were doing our session a couple weeks ago, I showed you one of the tops that just arrived, and you're like, "Well, do you like it?" And I was like, "Why'd you get it?" It was on sale. Send it back. And I did, because it didn't look good at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
And when I went into a store, I don't even know what store I was in. Oh, I was at Nordstrom Rack,
okay,
and I was looking at some. I had a whole cart full of stuff that was on clearance. I was very excited about trying all these things on, And but I was very intentional. I had you in my head saying, "Well, look, how does it look? Do you really need it? Is this the part of the color palette that we were talking about?"
Yeah.
And things like that. And there was one thing that I was going to purchase that looked good. It was a great color on me. It fit well and it served my purposes, but the line was too long and I was running out of time. So I just put it back. But it's one of
But
those
you got the idea down and the
yeah,
method down. Yes.
exactly. I started off with I don't know, 30 things in my
Yeah.
cart and ended up with 1. And
Yeah.
actually I had 2, but someone stole the other thing out of my cart. So, it's like, okay.
Yes, yes. Now, it's
Yeah.
really important to just be intentional. Like we are intentional in other areas of our life. I think sometimes with shopping, we just get kind of like, oh, it's whatever. I'm just going to grab these random things and hope it all works out. And most likely it doesn't. So if we are intentional, the other thing I would say is going back to style prep is not
Mhm.
waiting to the last minute, because then it limits your options, as well as it
Mhm.
sometimes ends up costing you more. So it's like, hey, I work with my clients where, like when me and you talk, I work with clients basically quarterly. So it's like every quarter, what do you have coming up this quarter? Oh, I'm going on vacation. I have a birthday. I have an anniversary. Plus, I got to go to work and all these things. Instead of you waiting or asking every 2 weeks, oh my God, I have another event I need to go to. Oh my God, in 2 weeks, I have a speaking engagement. When you knew you were booked 3 months ago. So it's like, let's be intentional about what we have coming up. So therefore, we're not rushing and having to buy whatever's available. But now we have time to figure out, like, okay, this is the pieces that's going to really work. When you wait till the last minute, a lot of times when you finally find something you love, it costs a lot, and now you're gonna spend a lot more because you're like, well, I gotta have it because now the event is tomorrow or it's the 2 days from now. Or you're like, I'm not in love, but I need something, so I'm just gonna go with this piece that I'm half-heartedly, excited about.
Yeah. No, that makes absolute sense. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. But I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
gonna
You have me now, and we're gonna make sure that if we stay ready, we don't have to get ready. So that's my whole thing: is we stay
Yeah.
ready, we don't have to get ready. And I'm gonna always make sure that I stay on top of my clients to be like, hey, I know your birthday's coming up, so what are we doing? Or hey, I know you have this coming up or that coming up, so let's make sure that we are covered for all these events that are happening in our lives, personally and professionally.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is, I mean, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's what I tell folks all the time when, like, 'cause, people want to do videos, right? They want to be live. They want to do all these different things, but then it's all that prep leading up to it. I
Yes.
have to set up my camera, to set up my lights. I have to do this, I have to do that. Mm-mm. I have like on my desk, I work from home. So on my desk, it's, TV work
Yeah.
and fear no video work.
Yeah.
And it's my lights are set up
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not set up is my camera because it's a webcam
Yeah.
and I move my personal laptop
Yes.
all over. And my microphone stays right off to the
Yeah.
side because I don't need it most of the time. But it's like that's one less thing that you have to
Yes.
worry about. You're not
Yes.
having to think about, "Oh, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that?" And, "Oh, it's gonna take me X amount of time to get ready."
Yeah.
Just all
Even when I do
in.
content, now I do pre-recorded content versus live, but
Mhm.
even then I still have to, which outfits am I wearing? What am I talking
Yeah,
about? I have to prep all this so that when my assistant comes with the lighting and the filming, we're not trying to figure that out as we go and cutting into
yeah,
more time. It already takes, 2 to 4 hours. So it's like if I'm prepping a good hour or two in advance of, this is all the things that is going to cover what I'm going to talk about, from the shoes, accessories, and we can knock it out and keep it moving.
exactly, exactly, and that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Just keep it moving. We say, we have these 24 hours in our day, but
They go by so quick.
it does. It does. It doesn't feel like there's enough time, and we all have 8 million things we're trying to accomplish in the course of a day, a
Yeah.
week, a month,
Yeah.
and, if you're not prepared.
Yes. Prepared
Mm.
definitely helps you to save time. And there is a statistic around getting dressed. I don't know it off the top of my head. Is I'm missing the memory of that, but it's a statistic about like how many hours a year or month that people waste trying to figure out what to wear. because they're waiting, till the day of or the night before to try to figure it out. And so having a stylist, and I think, well, I have a custom closet. So my custom closet designer, she's the one who gave me the quote, because her whole thing was like, if your closet is designed for you, then you're going to save time trying to get dressed, because you're not going to be looking everywhere for all these things. Everything will
Right.
be organized according to, okay, the dresses are here, the tops are here, the bottoms are here, so that you're able to get dressed quicker, faster, and that saves you time. But it's a lot of hours that people are wasting, because
Yeah.
either it's not clean and organized, whether you have a custom closet or not, or because you can't see the things that you own, or because you're not preparing for what you have coming up. So
Yeah.
being prepared definitely helps you save time, look better, feel better, and you can walk out the door knowing, hey, I'm ready.
Yeah, I love that, and that's when I don't have a custom fabulous closet. Like, you gave me a little tour of your closet, and I was like, "Oh, goals."
Well, it's
Um,
part of my job though. I
right,
don't want
right.
I feel like, this is for one, I film it here too. So it's like a
Yeah.
content when I do it in front of my shoe wall. And then the
Mhm.
other thing is, I do have a lot of clothes, and I needed
Yeah.
somewhere to have them. And a one closet in the room wasn't going to do it.
No, absolutely. I mean, I when I used to have a ton of clothes
Yeah.
because I was, like I said, shopping
Yeah.
was a sport for me. But now I have two smallish
Yeah.
closets, I guess regular size closets. I don't know,
Yeah.
two closets in my bedroom. And so one is all dresses and the other is separates.
Yeah.
Because I just started wearing separates maybe, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago. Before I
Yeah.
was completely a dress girl.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I went through that too. I used to be wearing dresses all the time because it's easy. It's one and done.
one and
Dresses and
done.
jumpers. But then I wanted to stretch myself. This was years ago, where I was like, I want to be able to coordinate separates and mix and match them and do something besides just throwing a dress, to be easy, especially as a stylist, and helping clients be able to wear pants and tops as well as dresses, and not just always go with what's easy.
Yeah, that was why I just yeah, I could never figure out, like, if I could see one, like, if I bought an outfit, right? A top and a bottom, whatever, that skirt, jeans, pants, shorts, whatever, right? If that is the only, that's how it's worn. However I buy it, that's how it was worn.
A lot of
And
people,
yeah, it's just
they
it was
buy it off the
very simple.
mannequin, they're gonna wear it that exact way
Yeah,
every single time. But the great thing about separates is you get more outfits out of it, because it's like, oh,
yeah,
that top that you bought to wear with shorts, you can wear it with jeans, you can wear it with a skirt, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can add a blazer, you can add a belt, you can do all these things. You can put it casual with sneakers, you can wear it with a heel, and now, so it's like, what
yeah,
I love about separates is that I'm gonna make at least 3 to 5 outfits out of separates. Where, I can still make outfits with dresses. I can add a jacket, I can add a vest, I can wear a heel, or I could do a sneaker, but it's not gonna be as many outfits as I can make with a separate.
yeah. And I think that's really key when people are creating content,
Yeah,
because so many people want to make sure that they're not, wearing the same thing over and over and over again, unless that's your brand.
yeah,
And so and that's where, like, having the separates has
yeah,
come in handy for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
It's like, okay, when I do summits,
Oh, Jazz. I don't know what happened. Jazz. Now you froze up.
Ah, okay. Oh my
I was like,
god.
it wasn't me this time. You messed up.
Oh
But
my
I
god.
know
I've
you said
never.
it's a storm.
Yeah, so I live in Florida and it is hurricane season. Thankfully not a hurricane right now, but it has been storming on and off all day.
Yeah, because the remnants of the storm is affecting y'all, right? Because I know it
Yeah.
hit like Houston,
Houston,
and
some tornadoes in Kentucky and Indiana.
we
So
haven't even got a drop of rain here. So.
oh my gosh, I can't leave my house because my umbrella's in the car, and it's been pouring all
Oh,
day.
you must not have a garage then, because all my umbrellas in the car too. And I'm just like, well, when I pull out the garage and when I go somewhere, I just grab one of the mini umbrellas. Have like 3 or 4 in the car.
Yeah, I usually cycle, and yeah, my
I never
car
even
is
bring them in the
outside.
house.
Yeah, it's insane. But we are like we're a little over, so I
Yeah, we're
apologize
wrapping up.
for
I
that.
know. I was like, hey, wait a minute, where
Yeah,
did
like,
it go?
oh, what went on? But I want to drop in the chat. Well, I think it's
Hopefully, some of the people stayed with us as we was going back and forth, jumping on and off.
I know. Oy, 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 oy. Yeah, and one of the things that I will do, and so I'm just looking for the link for your link because I know that you have a gift for the audience. I have a gift for the audience as well. Tell us about your download for folks.
Oh yes, it is a free download that kind of just gives you some tips because I wrote a book called Love Ease Guide to Style, and it just basically with illustrations. It just has like some of the basics you should have in your wardrobe, like a great pair of jeans that fit and flatter you, a statement top. Me and you talked about statement tops on our consult versus wearing just a bunch of t-shirts a lot of the times. A classic trench coat, different
Mhm.
things like that. Adding accessories to an outfit can instantly elevate your outfit versus not wearing accessories. So stuff like that. So the download kind of gives you just a few things you can add to your wardrobe to start building your wardrobe. And then I also throw in an extra. If you reach out and say, hey, I saw this live or I saw the replay and you want a complimentary style consult, you can reach out to me and tell me, and I'll give you a complimentary style consult.
Oh, that's so generous.
Yes,
That
yes.
is so generous. And you guys, like seriously, if you're trying to boost your brand visibility, you want to look good, you want to
Yeah,
feel good. And style and fashion, like it's not just about, buying like the hot designer
yeah.
outfit. It's about how it makes you feel. At least for me,
Exactly.
how you make
It
how
is.
it makes
And
you
no, it
feel.
is. It is about because I mean a lot of my clients, we're not so much into labels as much as we're into just quality pieces. For the ones who
Yeah.
like labels, I get it for them for sure. But we just want quality, like it's not going to tear up the first time we watch it. But the
Yeah.
main thing is just about we live in a visual world. People make 11 assumptions about you in the first 7 seconds of meeting you, and you just want them before you speak. Fashion and clothing can be an instant language. It tells me something about you before, like,
Mhm.
oh, she seems like she has a bubbly personality based on what she's wearing, or she seems outgoing, whatever. And then it matches up with what's going on the inside. So it's just a way to express yourself like art. Like, but it's
Yeah.
art that you live in and that you wear. So it's just
Yeah.
really important to make sure you're just showing up how you want to be seen in the world, especially working with like the clients you work with. They're showing up on camera, they're branding themselves for their businesses. That is also going to contribute to your bottom line and your revenue. And then most of the clients I work with is not like they do definitely do not like shopping. They don't have the time. And when they do have the time, that's not what they want to do with it. But
Yeah.
they come to me from the professional aspect first because their whole thing is like, if this is going to help me, show up better and make more money, whether that be sales or client facing or closing deals or whatever, then I'm going to invest in it the same way they're investing in coaching and other things. I'm like a style coach. I'm going to make sure you show up, you look good, you feel good, and that added with all the other things you already have, your expertise, your education, your presentations, that's going to be a slam dunk for you to not, do anything but achieve your goals.
Absolutely. I love that. And before I let you go, tell us about your dress because the first thing I said, I'm like, oh my God, I love the faces on your dress. They're amazing.
Or of it, but it basically does this all the way down. And I don't have
Right.
my heels on yet, so I'm even shorter than usual. But this is vertical active wear. It's a designer that is all about sustainability. So this is sustainable fabric. She's Atlanta company based, woman owned, black woman owned company based in Atlanta, and she's a good girlfriend of mine. And so today I'm wearing her dress. It's comfortable. It's like it's active wear dress. But because
Oh,
it has like, some detail to it, you can actually wear it versus, wearing it to work out, but wear it out to do business. So I have a
yeah.
client here. So I was like, oh, I want to look professional because it's long on me because I'm short. So it hits like that,
Right.
but it's just really comfortable because of the activewear fabric and its quality, so it holds your body. It's not one of those thin dresses you feel like you can see through it and see all your jiggles or whatever. um, this is a nice fitted dress that is easy breezy. I could throw a little denim vest over it or a little denim jacket. I could wear it with sneakers, or today I'm going to wear it with some heels and go handle my business. So shout out to
Awesome.
Vertical Activewear, Black Women Down Business. When you shop with me, I do, like I was telling you, I bring you at least 90% of Black Women Down companies to shop from. So that way you're not getting a whole bunch of stuff that's in the department stores, that's been mass produced 1,000 times. You're getting some unique pieces and you're supporting other women down and Black women down businesses.
I love that. I love that. Oh, and we have some folks here from Scotland. Hello, Jonathan.
Wow.
Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome, welcome.
I forgot to ask, do you have people ask questions? Do you open it up for questions or no?
If yes, I mean,
Even though I know we're out of
yeah,
time at this
we're
point,
out
but
of time now. But
here,
if
I
you
don't
guys
see it.
are watching, yeah, if you guys are watching the replay, then please feel free to drop in some questions. Tag one of us, both of us, and we will
Yeah,
answer
yeah,
your questions for you. Um, because we want to help in whatever way we can, whether it's making sure that you show up how you want to show up, or figuring out how you want to show up.
exactly, exactly.
you know
Thank
yeah,
you again. I really enjoyed the conversation, and I
same,
just
thank
love your
you.
personality. I can't wait. It's funny, we haven't even met in person yet, so I'm
I
so
know,
excited
right?
when you come to Atlanta in August.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what you find for me to elevate my style and my look,
Yes,
and completely change all the things. Like when I was younger, I was the one who people came to for clothes
yes.
and for the clothing advice. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
You
It's
got
gone.
busy, life happened, and other things took priority, and sometimes it just goes to the wayside.
Yeah, I maybe that's it. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right, Evonya Easley, thank you so much.
Oh, thank
I'm going to, after I hit the live stream, just hold on for one quick second before I hit end. But you guys, check out Evonya's link that's in the chat, and go
Be in touch
and
if y'all have any
yeah.
questions or you want to claim your complimentary style consult.
Yeah, I mean, that is so amazingly generous. And I mean, what's in her head is amazing. And just in like 5 minutes, I learned so much, changed my attitude, my mind. And so thumbs up for sure. All right, girl. I will talk with you later. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.